Dear friend, have you ever stared at a trading screen, heart pounding, hands trembling as a single red candle wipes out your hope? Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep losing, even when I know what I'm doing? You're not alone. I've been there, and so have countless others. Today I'm sharing a raw, real story, not just about trading, but about the battle within us all. It's about fear, courage, and finding the number that lets you trade without losing yourself. This is an 8-minute journey, so grab a coffee, sit back, and let's walk this path together. The question that haunts every trader is this: how much money do you need to trade without psychological pressure? Let's find the answer, not in charts or strategies, but in the stories of real people. People like my friend, a brilliant engineer, and people like me. Let me take you back to a day I'll never forget. My friend, a logical genius, an engineer who could solve equations in his sleep, thought he'd cracked trading. He studied every pattern, backtested hundreds of trades, and dominated demo accounts. His technical analysis, flawless. His confidence, unshakable. Until real money hits the table. That day, he won $500. On his first trade, his eyes sparkled like a kid who just aced a game. "This is it," he said, but the second trade lost $200. His smile faded. The third trade, he held on, praying the market would turn. It didn't. By the fourth, he was angry, trading against the trend, desperate to claw back his losses. By day's end, his account was down over $300. He stared at the screen, silent, like he was gazing into an abyss. Then his voice broke. Why did I know the market would drop but couldn't cut? Why did I analyze right but still lose? I didn't answer right away. I saw myself in him, years ago, making the same mistakes. It wasn't his strategy or skill, it was his psyche, crushed by the weight of money he couldn't afford to lose. That's when I realized, the scariest thing in trading isn't a bad call or a stop-loss hit. It's knowing you're right, but losing anyway, because fear takes over. I've been where my friend was. Years ago, I deposited $3,000, convinced it was my ticket to freedom. I won $1,000 early on and felt invincible, like I'd unlocked the market's secrets. But then, in one panicked moment, driven by greed, fear, and too much hope, I clicked wrong. Just like that, all $3,000 was gone. I wasn't trading anymore. I was gambling my dreams, my survival, on money I couldn't lose. One night stands out. A small sell order, just a $100 loss, but I couldn't let it go. I sat for 3 hours, shirt soaked with sweat, gripping my mouse like a lifeline. I didn't drink, didn't blink, didn't move, terrified that if I looked away, my account would vanish. I wasn't a trader. I was a prisoner in my own fear. That's when I knew. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how much you can lose and still sleep soundly. I was trading with money tied to my life. Bills, food, hope. Every red candle felt like a threat to my survival. The market doesn't care about your prayers, and I was begging, not analyzing. Desperate for answers, I sought out a mentor, a trader who'd survived over a decade of market storms. I asked, how much money do I need to stop being afraid? He smiled, his eyes deep as the ocean, and asked, would you dare put $10,000 in your account but trade with just 0.01 lot? I was confused. He said, it's not about the balance, it's about the risk you can take without trembling. That changed everything. I deposited $5,000 but risked only $50 per trade. Suddenly, my heart stopped racing. Red candles didn't feel like heart attacks. I could breathe, analyze, and trade with a clear mind. Why? Because $50 wasn't my rent, my kids' school fees, or my survival. I could lose it and still be okay. For the first time, I saw the market as it was, not as a monster. So, how do you trade without fear? It's not a magic number. It's a system. A capital system keeps you alive, not to get rich quick, but to outlast the market's worst. Here's what I learned. Rule 1. Never be certain. The market isn't for blind faith. Risk no more than 2% of your account per trade. For a $10,000 account, that's $200 max. No exceptions. That's the line between recovery and ruin. Rule 2. Divide your capital into survival rounds. I split my account into 6 parts, using one at a time. If it fails, I stop, analyze, and adjust. No revenge trading, no extra deposits. This saved me through brutal losing streaks and made me stronger. Rule 3. DCA with discipline. Dollar cost averaging isn't about hoping for a reversal. Only DCA with technical confirmation, a clear plan, and a stop point. Without limits, you're digging your grave. Final rule. Never trade money you can't lose. If it's for your kid's school, your parents' medicine, or this month's food, shut the computer. One loss will destroy your sleep and your system. Fear will replace reason. Dear friend, trading isn't just about money. It's about knowing yourself, managing yourself, and growing. The right capital doesn't make you rich. It frees you from fear. To find your number, ask 3 questions. 1. Is this money I'm willing to lose? If not, you're not ready to win. The market isn't for gambling life's essentials. 2. Do I depend on this money to survive? If yes, stop. You can't trade freely with survival on your shoulders. 3. If I lose, will I stay calm enough to learn and move on? If a loss keeps you up at night, you don't need a new strategy. You need rest. If you answer no to any, step away. Not to quit, but to rebuild. Take a walk, sit in silence, ask what you're chasing. Peace comes when you stop running. Your number isn't one that makes you a millionaire overnight. It's one where you can breathe, smile, and know this is just one trade in a long journey. You're not alone. I'm here, step by step, through every market chapter and every life lesson. Thank you for staying to the end. If this story touched you or made you feel less alone, we're connected. Subscribe for more real, raw stories, painful, hopeful, and true. See you in the next chapter of this journey.